No one here in the UK likes the French, and the French don't like us. But we could... Sarcasm alert. But we managed to call them up and create a good relationship and say, let's just dig to each other.
After a successful first night of wild camping, we found somewhere nearby to make a quick coffee before heading east towards Folkestone, where we would later be getting the Channel Tunnel across to mainland Europe. On the way, we stopped by the coastal hamlet of Dungeness.
How weird is this place?
Boasting one of Europe's largest shingle beaches and an unusual and somewhat desolate landscape.
This has to be the strangest looking place I've been to in England. This doesn't feel like England. And everything's really flat and there's just random like disused stuff everywhere.
So over here on the left, look. Like, what is all this stuff? It's just stuff. This is like the southwest of the US on our desert trip.
Yeah, like in the desert. There's so much land, I guess. There's no need to have like a layout of a neighborhood. It's just random houses plonked around. And it seems exactly the same here. This is weird.
After our brief stop in Dungeness, we continued our journey east until we arrived at the Eurotunnel entrance.
It's happening, guys. It's finally happening. We're on our way right now to the Eurotunnel to go to Europe.
The first time of 2020, the new decade, the beans are leaving their stupid little country, which we love so much. It's just for the sake of this point. And we're going to get out of the country and go to Europe!
How exciting. Right.
I like the high energy and then just, okay, let's go.
We're just coming to the Eurotunnel and it's identified my vehicle. Okay, so I click on that. Oh, it's all automated. I don't have any people to deal with. Oh. Okay, so I don't know what we do with that. There's that. Oh, I think that goes on here, maybe.
Oh, we're clear to go.
I think we're clear to go, yeah. We're about to go through passport and security control. I don't know about you guys, but I always feel really guilty going through passport control, like I'm smuggling something through, and I don't know why I always feel guilty. I've done it a million times.
I also always feel guilty at this point, but I hide my drugs up my ass, so it's like, they're not going to go in my ass, are they? Are they?
The next step after passport control was security. I don't know if everyone goes through the same security checks or not, but we went off in a direction and it was kind of an interesting security check, actually. There was not really any contact. A woman came to the window, she was all masked up and everything, and she told me that I had to drive my car onto what kind of looked like a car wash, where I had to leave my engine running, the gearbox in neutral and the handbrake off, which felt really unnatural and strange. And then I got out of the car and I had to walk through a passenger sort of tunnel, and the car got pulled through this, I guess, giant X-ray machine, and we jumped back in on the other side. So that was an interesting experience, but really contactless and amazing. And now we're just waiting in line, I guess, to get on the train.
I think that's it. So basically once we get on and get off, I don't think we have to really see anyone anymore.
I'm so excited. I've been really amazed by how seamless this has been. This has to be the safest way to travel at the moment, with the virus still being around.
Yeah, get yourself a campervan and the Eurotunnel if you're in the Europe region.
Yeah, we're literally in a little capsule of our own, full of disinfectant and things. And then, yeah, we haven't had to actually come into physical contact with anyone. It's been brilliant.
It's weird. This is the least socially distanced I've felt, even though I'm in protecting the car. There's just like hordes of people just outside the car.
No masks, no gloves, no nothing. And they're all on that bus together.
It's scaring me.
I know. Like, is this glass enough? It's time! The barons have gone up, the lights are green, it's time for us to get on the Eurotunnel.
If you are thinking of doing the Eurotunnel, if you're based in the UK or in Europe, the prices at the moment are kind of outrageous in relation to their usual prices. We did pay a lot extra to be able to do that. I guess they're trying to make their money back with everything that's going on, plus maybe high demand. We found it easy to justify that because it's 2 weeks holiday. For us, we can go and travel again, we can get a lot of content. Of course, for everyone, it's not going to be the most financially viable option. Maybe it's better to stay and travel your own country for now. But if you think of it in terms like a flight to get to Europe, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Of course, the campervan costs more, but if you're buying a campervan and the Eurotunnel for a pretty good price, you can get an amazing holiday at the moment. This is what the Eurotunnel platform looks like. And it doesn't look like a normal train, of course.
Yeah.
Because we're driving onto a train. We're driving onto a train.
It blows my mind, actually. I've been on a bus on the Eurotunnel, but I've never driven on myself, so I'm actually really excited to do it.
When I think of the sheer like engineering power between the Brits and the French to dig underneath the ocean.
I know.
And meet in the middle, we can't, like, no one here in the UK likes the French, and the French don't like us. But we could. Sarcasm alert. But we managed to call them up and create a good relationship and say, let's just dig to each other.
Let's just dig to each
Also,
other.
think of all the other countries we've been to. How often do you drive underwater into another country? It's quite rare.
Quite rare, yeah. It's quite unusual.
Look at this. So this is the train that we're going to drive on. What?
I know. So I guess the reason this is such a safe option as well compared to, say, the ferry is that you just stay in your car the whole time. You don't get out. You don't go to a, deck area. You just sit there for half an hour until you get to France and you pop out the other side.
It's kind of genius. Like,
It is.
It really is genius.
It's like, yeah, a little capsule under the water.
I like how they've attempted to kind of polish the turd of the actual freight train itself, though.
They've done some lovely painting on the side. You've got manta rays and fish. Because
It's not a looker, is it? There's not a looker.
It's not that attractive. Ooh.
How is it driving with a big van? Because it's quite thin.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm slowly getting used to it. It's obviously much wider than the little Fiat we're used to driving around. But yeah, it's alright. I think if I was driving an actual motorhome, I might be a little bit intimidated. But it's okay. So we've just been guided in to park, I guess, as close as possible to the car in front to save space. And we're here.
I think we're done.
Yeah, this is where we're going to be for the next 35 minutes. Well, it's 35 from when we leave.
So I think we're just going to sit here and enjoy the last bit of view of England over there, and also over there. And then we'll see what France and then Belgium have to offer.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Look at this poor little bugger. His wife and kids are back over in England, and he's accidentally popped over to France.
So Al's mum is looking after my plants for me while we're away. And I guess this is what it's like when people have pets or children and they've gone out and someone's looking after them. They send photos and updates. But for me, it's my plants. And I have a tomato plant that's growing its first tomato. I feel like a proud mother. So where are we going, you ask? Well, currently, as far as I know, we're not actually allowed to stay in France without a 2-week quarantine. And as we do plan on going to shops and getting food and things like that, that's not an option for us.
So we're going to drive straight through now to Belgium.
Yeah.
And we're going to go down through there because we want to make our way over to Germany and to Czech Republic.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to have a night here in Belgium. We're going to try and wild camp again.
If you watched the last video, you'll know that we have an app to help us find parking spaces for free overnight wild camping called Park 4 Night. And that has come up with a couple of good finds. They seem really nice. They even have some photos on there. So we have our fingers crossed for some good parking spots. I think we're here.
That was so quick.
I feel like I can smell the pastries and baguettes already.
I can smell the arrogance from here.
We got on, it was due to leave at 10:07, so that's not even 20 minutes.
We're coming to the border of Belgium now, and I'm really sad that we can't get out of the car here in France because I love the French accent. Every time I come,
You're obsessed, mate.
oh, I wax lyrical about it.
It is pretty great.
Oh, but they make everything sound so sexy.
They do.
Like passion fruit is le passion. Oh God, I'm turning myself on.
We are officially in Belgium!
After no countries other than the UK in 2020, we've now been to 3 in the same day. Okay, we didn't get out of the car.
Within an hour.
Actually, that's a debate. Have you been to a country if you haven't got out of the car?
Probably not.
I mean, we're driving through it.
It was very lovely to look at.
I actually think you haven't been to the country if you don't get out of the car. You should kind of sleep at night or something. I don't know where the rule is. I'm not going to police
Bragging
the
rights.
countries you've been to, but leave in the comments.
What constitutes being in a country?
Yes.
If you're coming to Europe from the UK and you're not already aware about this, you will need to attach headlamp converters to your car. We actually went for the Europe bundle with Spaceships, which includes a bunch of handy stuff for people coming to Europe, and included in that is the headlamp converters. I've never stuck these on before, so I don't really know what I'm doing, but hopefully there's instructions included. That's what I always like to do, all this stuff.
You just do everything. I'm just behind the camera.
Okay. I think it's supposed to go there, so it's in the centre of the circle, and then I've got to stick on one of those. So I was reading why it is that you have to do this when you come over from the UK, and essentially the headlamps in the UK are designed for driving on the left side of the road. So if you use your headlamps as you would in the UK, it would actually dazzle oncoming traffic on that side of the road. So it's really important to stick these on so you don't do that. And then I've got to find the side that says EU rather than GB and stick it on that way. And then I line that up with this and stick it on, I think.
So, just over there, I reckon it's going to be where the castle is. I think you're potentially going to have an amazing view.
I literally can't see anything. It's so dark out here. It's like pitch black.
The app tells us that apparently this has a view of the castle. There's apparently a castle. When you arrive at night somewhere, like, we have no idea what's going on. Like,
No.
I'd love that feeling when you wake up in the morning, we're going to open the door, and we could be in the most beautiful spot, or in a very, very scary spot.
And actually it makes me feel better that there's other people already here.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it depends on the vehicle, but that's like a legit like motorhome.
Yeah, but they could be travelling serial killers.
I mean, they could be.
Yeah, that'd be a great job, actually. Wouldn't
You're
it?
gonna be one anyway.
If you were going to be a serial killer, then you'd...
be a nomad.
Yeah, where's this going?
I have no idea. I'm tired. I've been driving a lot today.
Yeah,
Haven't I, Alex?
Yeah. Look, this is the face of the driver, the amazing driver. She does it all because I get too scared.
And you're better at filming, to be fair.
No, more people like you more.
Yeah,
so
and they hate
you.
my filming because I'm shaking the camera and they're like, oh, I have to turn off the video, it makes me feel sick. Anyway, I think it's bedtime.
Yeah, I absolutely pooped. Travel days really take it out of you.
Yeah, when
After
you're
not
sat
travelling
there,
for so long.
not doing any driving, it must be exhausting.
It's exhausting because I have to keep you entertained all the time, and
That's true, he's a good DJ.
you know how much I talk and how quickly I talk. Like, it really does take it out of you to be this entertaining all the time.
Anyway, we're turning in for the night, so we'll see you guys in the morning.
I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in old conversations. Oh, 'cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken.
When we woke up this morning, I pulled back the curtains and I saw that view. I was so bloody happy. I'm filled to the brim with happiness right now that I'm away. I'm not in England anymore. We're traveling. I feel completely safe and we get to experience all of this.
So we are about to go off and explore Belgium for the day, but that is it for this video. If you want to see a little bit what like Belgium's like, hit subscribe, hit the like button and leave a comment.
Yes, leave us a comment. Let us know. If you've not...
There is a big tall
seen a
bird
bird?
over there.
I knew it'd be a bird.
The camera's never going to
Yes,
see
that
it,
look on
so
his
you're not
face.
even going to be able to see, but there's a big white thing moving.
Yeah. Oh, there is something over there. Anyway, leave us your comments. Let us know, have you been traveling since COVID? If not, why not? Do you not want to? Do you feel safe to? Are you excited to? Let us know your thoughts.
Okay, guys. I've had my coffee. I'm ready for this.
He's full of beans,
Hold me.
you might say.
Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time, and beans out!
Next time on Travel Beans.
What is interesting to me is this is dubbed as the hardest cookie in Europe.